Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Adrian Reddix, and today I want to talk to you about a theme I touched on in an earlier video about consumerism and how we as a tech community can include more people. My wife, who is a former teacher, a technology teacher, and a makeup enthusiast, explained, I've been watching some makeup YouTubers with her, and they have this thing that they do called an anti-haul. Basically, what an anti-haul is a video about things they wouldn't buy. So she was talking to me one day about why there's so many things that tech enthusiasts are interested in, and how much little variation there is between the different things inside of that one interest. I know that's a lot of jumble, but stay with me and I'll explain it. So, anti-haul. From what I understand in my explanation and the way I understand anti-hauls, the makeup community, if you follow it, it's very interesting, it's very diverse. What happens is you have all these different colors, all these different types of makeup, eyeshadow, highlighter, lip gloss, or a lip tint, and you have all these different colors and formulations and things like that. So it got to a point where there were all these makeup companies dropping new palettes every month. A lot of these palettes had the same color and the same, let's say they added something like a shimmer, which is like glitter, to it. And it was getting where these things were looking similar. Some of the makeup YouTubers like Jackie Aina or Alexis Brianna, Angelica Nyqvist or Nyqvist. She's Swedish. I don't speak Swedish. I'll put it up there. I'll link these three women below and a couple of their anti-hauls in case I don't do a great job explaining it. You can look at it and see what I'm talking about. But basically, let's say if Sugar Pill, which is a makeup brand, and Physicians Formula came out with a green shimmer eyeshadow, and it was similar, and let's just say the Physician Formula came out earlier, and it was the same shade, same feel as this one over here, you would have an anti-haul video. It was like, hey, we already had this Physicians Formula, but I wouldn't buy the Sugar Pill because these are similar. A lot of these anti-hauls are more their personality, what they like. Sometimes it's about, I already have this color, or I don't like this formulation, or something social like, hey, I don't like this company because they did this to this certain group of people. So it's a lot of things that go into an anti-haul. But the thing I'm interested in is the basic principle of having one thing and then having something that's similar. I think the tech community can have a great conversation about if that is something that we want to do as far as delineate between, you'll see. I have two examples of things that are incremental and that the difference between one product and the one right next to it is so minuscule. So the first thing I want to bring up is GPUs/video card drivers.
Hi, I didn't want to interrupt, but it is an anti-consumerism movement kind of because beauty is just has such a wide range of prices that people tend to be completionists. If you have one or two or three of them of a makeup or palettes of a series, then why not get the last four of the series? Oh no, please don't put me on camera. Why not complete now all 7? And when you look at it, do you get the value? Does the product offer you a true value in your life? Hand in hand with anti-haul is the same thing that Emily Noel did, where it's Shop Your Stash, where you find products that you already own and repurpose them or use them, function that you need. And so when the makeup community does this, they introduce new products, they talk about the newer products, they compare it to the older products that are already on the market, and that's the time for you to think about whether or not you already have something in your collection that would serve the same purpose. And if not, how much value would this new item really bring into your life? And then when you start going price for price, makeup collectors and electronic collectors pretty much have the same amount of stuff as far as dollars, But it's anti-consumerism, but it's really about sustainability and fiscal responsibility. Making the things you already have in your possession work, competing with social media collections and completionisms to like actually take a good hard look at your finances and what you actually need out of the product. It's not like, no, we don't like it. It's like, you like it, but how much value would that actually bring?
Okay.
But like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I love you.
Well, apparently I was wrong. So it is kind of a anti-consumerism thing. And as you heard from my wife, she gave a very good explanation of that. So back to my point. So the first of the two things I want to highlight are going to be video cards, GPUs, mainly NVIDIA. NVIDIA has a slew of cards. They have so many cards that, to me, when you get a group of them together that are, let's say, 3 increments or 4 increments from each other, it seems like they just slow down the clock speed on these. The difference is it's just a little faster or a little slower. It's not like a dramatic difference. Let's take a look at just on the website of how many different types of NVIDIA GPUs or video cards there are. All right, so here's just some of the GTX video cards that they still sell on their website. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Ti, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Super, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2070 Super, the NVIDIA Titan RTX, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 KO Game, the GeForce GTX 1650 Super SC Ultra, the GeForce GTX 1650 Super 4GB Aero, the GTX 1660 Super, GTX 1660 Ti, the GTX RTX 1660 KO Ultra Game. I think we did that one. So you got like the Titan, the 2080 Ti, the 2080, these are all ones you can still buy. The Titan, the 2080 Ti, the 2080, the 2080 Super, the 2070, the 2070 Super, the 2060, the 2060 Super, the 1070, the 1660. You have all these different things that are just incrementally better, that you could just pick one and then go from the Titan, which I would never tell anybody or recommend you ever buy the Titan. Between the Titan and, if you're gonna buy a high-end card, the 2080 Ti would be it, because there's like anywhere between a 3 to I don't know, sometimes 10% speed difference. But as far as gaming, it's really unrealized. So I would never do that. The difference between 1 and 2, and then 2 and 3, and then 3 and 4 aren't big, but the difference between 1 and 5, huge, as far as speed and even cost. So you have all these different SKUs that are just stacked right up. It's like they're competing against themselves. It's like they have a card for every price range. Like, I got a $700 card, I have a $650 card, I got a $1,000 card, I got a $300 card. It seems like they're competing against themselves for your money. It doesn't make sense. And my next example are phones. All manufacturers come out with a different phone every year. And I know it sounds like I'm old, complaining about, oh, these kids and their new phones they're coming and getting every year. Oh, but I mean, there's some validity to it. Let's take the last 3 iPhone models, the real flagship models. The 11 Pro, the XS, or the 10S, and the 10. As far as screen, roughly same screen, roughly the same pixel density with a different ratio with the newer 11 Pro. The 12 megapixel cameras, 11 Pro has 3, the XS has 2, and X1, different processors, you incrementally add a faster processor. But if you refer to my video about the iPhone 6S being the best new phone that you can buy, I'll put it in this corner or that corner. I'm not sure which corner it popped. I'm gonna say this corner. If you're into photos and you would rather have your camera in your pocket as also a phone, as also a internet browser or a social media device, then yeah, that'd be great. You don't want to carry a camera around. But if it's apps that you use, buying a new phone, or even making that incremental jump on an Apple product, if it's something you use on the phone that doesn't require you to have the new phone, then why get it? The difference is, yeah, you have some cool differences each year, but as far as functionality, the phone is the same. Samsung's no better with their last 3 flagships, the S20, the S10, and the S9. It's incremental. Yet the RAM gets faster and the cameras get better, but as far as functionality, it does what it does. It's nothing huge, it's nothing big. To me, tech, we need to sit back and reevaluate the rampant, like my wife said, the rampant consumerism we have going on about what we buy, how we buy it, and how we use it. If you remember back, I think when the iPhone 10 was announced, they had this big graphic on the screen about sustainability and that the iPhone 5S could still run the same operating system as the newer phones. I think when we're consuming and using and designing and selling tech, we should focus on not only sustainability, but quality. Because here's what happens with a lot of things. When the new adopters get a piece of tech, 9 times out of 10, if it doesn't break or they don't keep it, it goes to the used market. Like the fashion industry with clothes, whenever the people who initially buy fashion or technology, if they start getting or using quality parts, that's when people like me, when we get on the scene, will have quality used parts. It's a very cyclical relationship. It's very symbiotic, you know, that when early adopters choose quality, then when that inevitably hits the used market, we as a used consumers can have quality. I'm not saying that to say, hey, buy better stuff so I can buy better stuff. It's just, it's all related. It's all there. Hey guys, that's it. Thank you guys for joining me. If you like this video, comment below, hit the like button, subscribe if you want more of this content, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one.